Avoid the Christmas cash flow crunch. Hi tradies, it's John. Christmas is on its way. Are you ready? I don't mean have you ordered prawns or is your beach body all ready. I mean, of course, business, and I mean cash flow. Right, it's Christmas. Lots of people in our industry, the construction industry, shut down. Are you shutting down? And if you are you ready for the fact that that means 2 or 3 weeks with no revenue? If you don't plan for it now, it's going to be quite stressful. It might be stressful. Best is to plan for it now. At least you've got some warning and you know what to do. You can make some plans to cover the shortfall. So the point I'm making, of course, is if you close down or even if you go quiet and people take holidays, they're not earning you money. So revenue is likely to be impacted. If you shut down, it's going to be completely impacted. If you slow down because your staff take holidays and take advantage of the summer and all the rest of it, you'll probably have reduced revenue. And the point, of course, is everyone still needs to be paid. Your staff need to be paid, particularly if they're on wages, not so much if they're subcontractors or casuals, of course. The rent still needs paying, the vehicle leases still need paying. Lots of your costs continue. So the point of the question or the point of the video is, have you planned for this? Do you know if you've got enough to cover when the money's not coming in? I'm going to walk you through a quick Christmas cash plan. I couldn't say that very well, could I? A quick Christmas cash plan. I've made a little template for you to use to forecast your income and your outgoings, see if you've got a problem or not. I think it's worth the investment of half an hour every time, because if you figure it out now and you see you've got a little problem, you've got some time to figure out what to do, rather than getting caught in it by surprise in January or something, or February, when you haven't got any money and you've still got to pay people. You've got to find some money. So I'll come back in a minute to what to do if there's a shortfall. For now, let's talk about how to do it. My clients are supposed to do this all the time and keep an ongoing cash flow forecast. This is a kind of special Christmas one. I've suggested you do it weekly rather than monthly, for the obvious reason that it's a 2-month kind of period where it's going to happen. All right, so if you're doing it already, you're all good. If you're not, I think it's worth a bit of time now. Now, a few things to consider. I think I said before, people on wages need to be paid. People not on wages, not so much. Rent, insurance, vehicles, etc. still need to be paid. Probably you won't be spending so much on materials if you're not doing so much work. This is important. There could be a lag. If you get paid the same day when you receive or send your invoices, you won't have a lag. But if it's, people pay on 30 days, you'll have a 30-day lag and you'll be short of cash at the end of January. Here's another thought. If your customers are caught in a similar Christmas cash flow crunch, they might pay you late too. So try and get your head around that. Are you really expecting to get your bills paid on the due dates, or is some more of a lag likely? Because you're going to have to think about that too, aren't you? Now, you don't necessarily have to shut down. That's another point I want to make. It might seem nice and it might seem obvious, but you don't have to. Some of your people might want to save their holidays for later in the year. Maybe they like skiing, I don't know. Right, so think about that. You don't have to. So the first thing, let's do this simple analysis of what money's going to come in and need to go out. So for your income, think revenue, of course, but also think when people are going to pay. Forecast it. What are you expecting? Do it for every week. In my little table, I've allowed 8 weeks starting, I think, on the 19th. If you're shutting down, you can continue operating. You'll still get paid until February, right? But if you're shutting down, that's the thing. If you can continue operating, what's the likely revenue, given who's going to be on holiday and all that? You're going to have to think through your situation, your job sites. Will you be able to get access? Are your customers going to be operating, your business customers, or are they shutting down? It's good to think through what's really going on here and what's really likely. It's not a black and white open or shut down or not shut down situation, right? You're going to have factors influencing you. Some of your customers will need you. Some of your customers are operating over Christmas. Depends who you work for. Same with costs. What bills do you need to pay and when do you have to pay them? Some can wait, can't they? Some can't, like wages. If you close, there'll be no materials to pay or no materials bills to pay when you get short of cash, but wages still need paying, like I said. So think through all that. You've still got to have money for the GST when that comes due. You can't just rob all your GST money and not pay it back. So do the forecast until you know cash flows back to normal, and do the forecast and understand how much of a shortfall there is. If you're going to have to shell out more than is coming in, you're going to have to cover that somehow, aren't you? You're going to have to find additional money to cover that shortfall until things are back to normal. So if you're on top of all this, you've got money put aside for this period, well done you. If you're not, or you haven't, you need to do something about it. You need to find some extra money and put it in. You can loan the business some money in a director's loan or whatever from your personal savings. If you don't have any personal savings, you can borrow it. You can borrow it in redraw from your mortgage, maybe, if you've got a head there. You could get a personal loan, you could borrow it from somebody, get a credit card, I'm not sure I would, right? You can get a business overdraft or a business loan to cover the period and pay it back and plan to pay it back. Depends how bad the problem is and the nature of it. But what I'm talking about here, I don't mind loans for a temporary cash flow crunch that's going to sort itself out, and your business is going to be profitable later for you to pay it back. You can do the scramble, of course you can do the scramble, but the scramble is what I'm talking about trying to avoid. The scramble is stressful and not very nice. One last thing, some people and some businesses will wait to get paid. It's illegal with wages, you're not supposed to. Some of your suppliers will wait a little while and you can shuffle them a bit with the scramble. Now I know this is basic, it's meant to be basic. The win is doing it now and giving yourself a few weeks to prepare. Applying for loans and overdrafts takes time. Prepare yourself now and give yourself a head start. If it's not going to hit you until January, you've got some time up your sleeve. So make a plan, do this exercise rather than ignoring it and getting a shock. Please do it. I've made a template to help you. It's free. You can just grab it here. As always, if you want help from me, let me know, put your hand up and I will help you. I'll think it through and plan it through with you and help you decide what to do about it. See ya.